So looking forward to Divisional Round weekend here on the channel. NFL dedicated on talkSPORT, your sole home of this particular game on Sunday night. And it is the game of the Divisional Round. It's a game that makes you wish that one of these teams was in the other conference because it feels like a Super Bowl. It's that big of a matchup. And I'm delighted to say that ahead of Bills Ravens, we've got O'Cyrus Torrence, Cybo, joining us on the show. Cybo, how are you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me on. How you doing?
I enjoyed you nodding along as I was saying that. Do you guys feel like the size of this matchup? Are you hearing that noise from the outside? Is it getting you guys as pumped as we are?
I definitely think it is. You can kind of feel the energy and intensity, like in the air, in the meeting rooms. I mean, we try to like pay too much attention to like the social media, like the post and like bringing up the stats of what happened last game or like last times we played them and stuff like that. But we definitely feel like the intensity building up as we get closer.
From your perspective, coming into year two in this organization, you know, one of the favorites last year, again coming in as one of the favorites this year. Do you feel any difference from this playoff run to last year? Do you feel any different vibe in the building? Any difference in the team itself?
I feel like we're all more like locked in on one goal and not just like last year. Yeah, we all wanted to win, but like we wanted to win in different ways. This year we all like want to win, but we want to win in the same way. And no matter like whether we gotta like be aggressive or not so much aggressive on offense or defense, got to score points. Special teams scoring points. Like we all on the same page. And like coach talk about it, we play with three offenses. Like defense out there trying to score, special teams trying to score, offense trying to score. So I feel like it just gets us all on the same page of playing to one goal. So I feel like we're definitely more locked in.
I love that, and what you say about the aggression. I think we've all like the kind of nerds who we sit at home and we chart these things and we follow it through the season. But it does feel like there has been a difference in the approach this year. Whether it's because Joe Brady coming in, whether it's a difference with Coach McDermott, but that willingness to go for on fourth downs, that willingness to stay more aggressive, and I feel like to beat these teams like the Ravens, like you know, whisper at the Chiefs, etc. Feels like you need that level of aggression, right?
Yeah, I definitely think you do. Games like those, it always comes down to like those type of plays. I feel like those third and shorts, third and longs, or the fourth and inches, or like red zone plays. So with us being aggressive and going for it throughout the year, I feel like now in a time where people are expected you to like put everything out on the table and go for it, we're gonna be more accustomed and ready for that situation because we kind of put ourselves in a situation all year long and tough games where we go for it or at least try to like you know get it on 4th and 1 when like the odds say that you shouldn't go. So I mean, I feel like it definitely gives us a boost of confidence and like trust from the coaches to be able to go out there and know like offense get it in third and short, fourth and short, we still going for it.
Look, it's not the first time you guys have played each other this season, and yes, it was all the way back in week 4, but one of your tougher games of the year. When you're seeing what this Ravens team are putting on defense on film, and when you're thinking about where you guys are now, how different is this game to what it was 12 weeks ago?
I feel like it's gonna be pretty like very different. I'm saying I think it's gonna be very different from last time. Seeing how first time we played, it was early in the season. I feel like we was on a high because we just won. Like we was on like a win streak, so, and then they was kind of like on a losing streak, trying to get back right. So we mostly came in confident. They kind of felt like underdogs. So I feel like just from the start, they kind of like got the jump on us. So I feel like this time around we're more like it's the playoffs. So everybody's locked in. Everybody playing our best ball. I feel like we kind of still peaking. So I feel like that's good. But I definitely think that like from we're a different team from when we played them in week 5, week 4, week 5 to now. So I definitely think it's going to be a different game this time around.
Can we talk about the most important offensive weapon in the NFL right now? And most people might think I'm talking about Josh Allen here, but I'm talking Alec Anderson. I'm talking some 6-man fronts. I'm talking like an incredible run game. Like that's what I feel has been so different for me. Like as much as we talk the aggression and that side of things, that kind of just really be able to go fundamental, good old fashioned, hard nosed football has been what I've loved watching with the Bills in the last kind of 3 months.
Yeah, definitely since like before the bye, we kind of just decided like running the ball is something we good at. So we realized that early in the season and like last week when we played our first playoff game, coach told us up front like offensive line and defensive line is a game like for the rest of the playoffs it's gonna be one up front and like establishing the run game on offense and stopping the run game with defense is important. And I feel like with us being able to run the ball, it takes pressure off Josh's shoulders, so he don't have to put the cape on to be Superman every play or every drive. Like sometimes he can just sit back and hand it off, and we can run the ball 6 or 7 times to get in the red zone, and then maybe throw it or do like a bootleg play or action or something like that. So being able to run the ball, keeping us two-dimensional, I feel like it's definitely like one of the key success to us, and also being able to go in 6-man. That's like our secret sauce, like the extra man coming in, or just Alec, or just a tight end. I mean, I feel like when we get a big man, you know he's finna run it, and it's just up to you to be able to stop it.
I was calling the game, the snow game against the 49ers, where you guys just came in and you ran duo and just ran the ball down their throat. And you were doing the same thing play after play after play. And it's a good defense, and they could not stop you whatsoever. So, this is a great defense you're coming up against this weekend. But I feel like you're a team who you've got an identity, and if you guys stick to it, you should be successful.
Exactly. That's exactly what that's what we're talking about now. Like, we're not going to go in and reinvent the wheel. We're not going to try to do anything we haven't done. We're going to go out there and make it a game they don't want to play. We're going to run the ball, going to get some stuff open, then they're going to have to either load the box and respect it and give our receivers one-on-one matches, or they're going to keep everybody off and just keep running the ball. But I definitely feel like us running the ball successful would be give us a better chances of being able to pull out the victory.
We're here at O'Cyrus Torrence, guard with the Buffalo Bills. Cybo, one of the great nicknames in the NFL, by the way, Cybo. Absolutely love that.
Appreciate it.
Look, you talked about Josh Allen putting on the cape and the fact that he doesn't necessarily have to do that this year, and yet that's in the locker, right? What's it like having him behind you on every snap, hearing that cadence, and knowing that when you go, you've got one of the very best in the league doing it for you?
I feel like it's just the confidence, like knowing you got a guy like Josh back there who can make any type of play happen on any down. It just gives you the confidence to go out there and play your best. And I feel like when you go out there confident, you're not thinking about, oh, what if I miss this block, or what if I don't make this catch. I feel like you're just going out there and just playing ball. And playing football is being able to manage the mistakes and then be able to get as many wins as you can. And I feel like if you go out there with a quarterback like Josh, I mean, anything's possible, especially when you see the stuff you do every week. So being able to go out there and block for him, I mean, I just go out there with the most confidence in the world that I'm blocking for the best guy in the league, and if I give him enough time, he can make something happen.
It's 5 straight years as AFC East champions, and obviously these playoff runs, we've seen divisional round games, we've seen championship games, but for those guys who've been there the full 5 years, what are they telling you younger guys, first, second year guys, and particularly like Josh, what's his message to the offense been? How's his approach been in the building this week?
It's another week. Like, we know the importance of it, but we're not letting the pressure of it get to us. Like, last week we was 1-0, and this week we trying to be 1-0 again. So it's like the intensity is there, but it's also like some guys who've been here the 5 years been to playoff, and there's some other guys who it's their second playoff game in their career who've been in the league for a while. So it's different, different points of views from both sides. But I think just the overall view of like how like Josh and Dion and guys who've been here for the last few years, I mean, their approach has been the same, and I think that kind of rubs off on us to where we know to come in and just do what we've been doing all year. Like, do what we've been doing to execute and communicate, and I feel like it's going to get us what we want at the end of the day.
What impact has Coach Brady had on you guys this season?
I feel like his impact was great. Like, he's one of the ones who come in like at halftime and like he let us know we're going to run the ball more. Or before the game, he say we put it on y'all back. Like, we can see that we can run the ball, and he likes to run the ball, which is one thing I love about him. And also, like, he trusts us to be able to, like, on those 4th and 1 plays where we do the quarterback sneak, he trusts us to be able to get it. Or backed up plays when we run the ball, like, he trusts us to be able to get it. And just having a coach that trusts you like that just makes it to where you're not just out there playing for yourself, you're playing for yourself and your coach and the guy outside of you. So I think just him being able to trust us to run the ball and protect for Josh as long as we want, I mean, it just definitely makes us feel better and playing and with our confidence.
And look, this is a game that I think everyone in the media, fans, everyone is struggling to call. Kind of there's that hope from the outside it's just going to be a great game. But for me, one of the huge deciding factors is that you are in Orchard Park. You are in that amazing stadium with those amazing fans. So for people who haven't been, people who don't know what that's like, talk to us a bit about what the benefit and the bonus and the extra oomph it's going to give you by being there at home.
It's just the momentum factor. I mean, I don't know any person that can be in a football stadium when it's crowds are cheering that you don't get some type of goosebumps. Like, even in the away games when the crowd cheer for the team or they boo for us, like, I still get chills and just get excited and riled up. But being able to have the crowd on your side and doing all that in a playoff game in the cold 6 p.m. at night, the Buffalo fans gonna be full of alcohol by then, so they're gonna be screaming all game. So, I mean, it's just gonna be a type of atmosphere that I feel like if you're a sports fan, you just wouldn't want to miss it. And it's gonna definitely be one of those games where the crowd, I feel like, is gonna play a part, but it's also still up to us to go out there and do our job and like compete and execute.
And look, if you guys make it through to next week, through to New Orleans, those picnic tables of Louisiana better be watching out because the Bills fans are going to bring it.
We're going to be out there. We gonna tear up some tables. We come out to Louisiana.
Love it, man. Look, Simon, we really appreciate your time, particularly on such a busy week like this. Thank you so much, man. And best of luck for Sunday. We can't wait to see this game, and maybe we'll be speaking in a couple of weeks in New Orleans.
Oh yeah, definitely. I appreciate y'all having me on, man. I'm excited about this weekend. It's gonna be a good one.